picks up and holds aloft an iPad, reflecting his image.
What the hell? Like, what does all this philo cyber shit mean? I mean, what happened to my life and how? The part of me used to viewing events through a rational prism instead sees total chaos. I lied to someone I cared about, then destroyed her life's stellar achievement and legacy. A techno finding that should have been my life's cyber signature is stricken by accusations of racial bias. And to momentarily, my racist, misogynist, rapist employer will announce his decision whether to abandon his company or remain defiant, placing its shareholders and all our careers at risk. Sequential interactions, all fulfilling scientific entropy. So like my chess game with Giselle back in the dorm years ago, is there any difference? With each move, our freedom ebbs, our paths narrow. What could I have controlled? What could we have done differently, resulting in a better world for us all?
Well, for starters, you could stop playing the victim.
Giselle, have you forgotten technology's impact? Faust 5 can examine any position on the chessboard and in microseconds decree which side will win given best possible play.
And what makes you think real life consists of best possible play? Is this consistent with your own experience? And who exactly is our perpetual antagonist across the chessboard? Is it perfection? Is it God? Is it evil? Is it all of the above, technology? Or might it be the reflected image you confronted earlier? Ultimately, we play only against ourselves in the chess struggle that is our lives.
Then why continue to push pawns? Why not acquiesce to technology's infiltration of our lives and accept its inevitable domination of our mind share?
It is because we can prevail that we must persevere. Our objective is not to renounce or defeat technology, but to shape it to our highest ideals, then fire it in the kiln that strengthens our humanity. So we are not subservient to it. Our goals remain the same over millennia: to eliminate racial, gender, and ethnic bias and universal persecution, to elevate mankind collectively. Until technology demonstrates not just the capacity, but the will to move us forward humanistically, where is the value add? Why should we so blindly embrace it? Why are you convinced there's a soul suspended somewhere between your binary code and those tumescent dollar signs?
Do you understand how bitterly those of us with a conscience wrestle with this? Do you understand why resolution portends either heaven or hell?
We have been created to experience every possible human extreme. To know the most purest love and the most bitter hatred, the most rapturous pleasure and the most torturous pain, the most blissful laughter and the most despairing tears. And yes, over many lifetimes to bestow every sacrament and to commit every sin. Only by experiencing all our sequential lives have to offer do we truly achieve equality. Every human act, whether reflecting the purest altruism or most self-serving hatred, becomes equal under God. We control neither the wept nor the warped of our lives' preordained tapestries. Our mandate, each of us, is to experience the best and the worst the multiverse has to offer, until atonement is completed.
All mofos and losers may collectively rise.
Rodney, everyone present is standing.
Just makes my point. Well, your loveliness, it's been a long time. Still polishing palms, thighs wide shut.
Hampton, we are not here to reminisce about your vile past. We are here only to get to a decision on our legitimate demands.
Well, Rev, not to deliberately take issue with the self-proclaimed man of God, because I do respect my God, despite the disdain I have for your abject race-baiting charlatans. You pretend to represent him, but all you really represent is your own self-serving, every black person must succeed agenda. rather than promoting capitalism's pure efficiency and personal accountability, which benefit us all. You spin his teachings into handouts and welfare programs, advocating lazy good-for-nothings, get a free pass to go to collect their $200, as though material success is some kind of natural birthright. You then extort corporations which provide gainful employment to thousands, goading the weakest to pay your blackmail. You do this to feed at the power trough, to remain socially relevant and to perpetuate your self-righteous dibs on slices of the capitalist money pie. My BS detector red lines in your presence.
Our social, religious, and philosophical difference are clear, and not subject to debate or to your bigoted ridicule. What is your decision on the issues at hand?
My decision is forthcoming, but not before belching you out on a righteous analysis of our position. We have reached the end game. It remains for some of us only to deal with the here and now, the snapshot balance sheet defining our present rancor. Our venture's driving force is its chairman, Tibbet, and his insights into both determinism and physics. Each of you should question how efficiently you've processed and which model rules your life.
Is it your thesis that you alone are without responsibility for any of your actions, past or present, personal or professional?
Simpleton! Creighton Sputnik, you make me want to puke! You can't define me. You can't put me in that hypothetical shoebox. You still don't get it. Don't any of you freaking get it? Our input actions are incremental. They defy cumulative observation, let alone mortal judgment. You still don't see the real endgame. There is no cohesive supply chain. Only the potential for fusion, for finite streams of information, each devoid of intrinsic value or relevance, each longing for its elusive fulfillment. Convergence!
And what was the longing of my fulfillment when you drugged and raped me? Inferred sexual repression? Your action bled from your pierced libido and conspicuous mental inferiority. Yet you haven't proven inability to discern right from wrong and were not coerced. You weren't capable of matching chess wits with a lowly B player. Yet you had to exert your dominance over me as a woman, as a black woman, than a master-level chess player whom you could not hope to defeat other than through violence and humiliation. You are wholly responsible, Scott.
No, little lady Hope. You simply cannot begin to comprehend the nuances of reality. Such discrimination remains light years behind your gender and race's intellectual can. And thanks to Cormorant Technology, you will forever lack a pulpit to perpetually muddy the waters for the rest of us.
Then it is your endgame fulfilled. The decision you were to render tonight is obvious. It requires no statement. Nor will your views offer more than an implicit wish to end a monstrous existence, which I am thrilled to deterministically fulfill.